And in the last few weeks, we've been diving into the koshas in my class. The koshas in yoga philosophy are these 5 continuous energetic layers that make up the human being, and they sort of encase the pure consciousness or the soul. So we've worked with the Annamaya kosha, which is the outermost layer, that's the physical body. The Pranamaya kosha, that's the energetic body, that's the second layer. The third layer is the Manomaya kosha, that's the mind body. And now we are going to dive deeper into the 4th layer, which is the Vijnanamaya kosha, and that is the wisdom body. So that makes up our intellect, our intuition, our higher mind, and our discernment. It's one of the more subtle layers, right? As we get deeper into these layers, they get a little bit more subtle and a little bit more challenging to access. So we have to go a little deeper into our practice to access them. So yeah, that's as far as I'll go for right now, but we'll dive deeper into that as we get into our practice. So let's start in a comfortable seat. And you can sit onto a block or a blanket if you'd like, and sit any style that feels sustainable for a few minutes. And once you feel comfortable, go ahead and close down your eyes or just bring a soft gaze down towards the earth in front of you. And let's all just take a big exhale breath, empty the body to the very bottom. And a deep breath in through the nose, filling up. And again, open mouth exhale. Again, like that, inhale fully. And exhale completely. And once more together, inhale, full body breath in. Exhale it all out. Beautiful. And now you can just start to breathe in and out through your nose, starting to deepen and lengthen the breath and starting to come into a more intentional breath. And as you settle into this more conscious way of breathing, start to bring your awareness inward. And first, just start with that first layer, the Annamaya kosha, the physical body. And take your awareness through your physical body, a little scan through the body from the toes up to the crown of your head, and see what you have to work with today. Notice any sensations, any tension, any sleepiness, soreness, and even openness, spaciousness within the body. And then bringing your awareness a little deeper, really tap into your breathing. So notice how your body is breathing, where in the body the breath comes natural and is free, and where in the body the breath might be feeling a little bit more sticky or stagnant even. And as you witness all of this, just let yourself be just that, the witness, right? So there's nothing to judge. There's no wrong answer. It's just simply information. And then starting to weave those 2 first layers together, the body and the breath. See if you can breathe your breath into those tight or tender or tired spaces that you identified in your body scan. So visualizing the breath going into those tight spaces and relaxing tension, creating spaciousness. And then we'll move even further inward into the mind, the Manomaya kosha, that 3rd layer. So just acknowledge and notice what's going on within your head, what you brought into the room today with you from your day, your week, maybe what you have coming up the rest of the week. And do your best, once again, just to allow there to be no judgments, to just get curious. weaving the second and third layer together, allow your mind just to follow the breath in and out through the nose, feeling the body expand and just letting your mind watch and follow and notice. So the Manamaya Kosha, the mind body, the third layer, processes our daily emotions, while the Vijnanamaya Kosha is there to ask what is true, what is healthy, what is aligned. It's there to see the bigger picture, to understand abstract concepts, to make thoughtful and intentional choices versus reacting impulsively. And it really allows us to start to connect with our authentic self, with that soul, that pure consciousness that the koshas encase. And when we really work to develop this kosha, the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the wisdom body, we have a steadier awareness, deeper peace, and more insight into the truth. And so it's not necessarily something that we have to try to work at. This is more of that meditative, passive witnessing. And also allowing the intuition to guide our movements, to guide our breath, to guide our actions in life. Really trusting that gut feeling within, not questioning. And so I'll invite you throughout practice today to let your intuition, your inner wisdom to be your guide. Of course, I'm here to offer suggestions, things to try on, but you know your body best. And so allow your wisdom inside to come through, right? If that means doing something different, then please do. And just let it be a fun exploration, right? This is something to get curious about and have fun with. It doesn't have to be serious or intense. And just one more round of breath here. And then, as you feel ready, fold your palms together in front of your heart. And we'll bring our practice together with a breath and an Om. So first an exhalation. And then a deep breath in. And out. And breathe in for Om. Gently bow your chin towards your chest, flutter your eyelids open, and release your hands. Come on forward into, or actually, let's stay seated. But we're going to change the cross of the legs. Opposite leg in front or on top. If you're on a block, you can come off of the block, but blankets are good here. And then with an inhalation, reach your arms up and overhead. As you exhale, bring your right hand back behind you, left hand to the right knee for a seated twist. So inhale, lengthen up through the spine, stay really grounded through your sitting bones. And then exhale, turn just a little deeper into your twist, gazing over your right shoulder. And then just breathe like that with the twist. So Annamaya Kosha, physical body, and Pranamaya Kosha, breath, energetic body. Moving together, layering together. And this whole practice of yoga is about union. The word yoga translates to union. It's the yoking, or bringing together all of these layers of our being. And that's when we come into harmony and we can start to access these more subtle layers. Inhale, unwind your twist. Come on back through to center, reach your arms high. And then we'll change that to the opposite side. Left hand back behind, right hand to the left knee. Again, moving with the breath as you inhale, finding length and space. you exhale, finding depth, rinsing out. With your next inhalation, unwind your twist, come on back through to center. As you exhale, this time right hand releases to the earth, left arm reaches up and over for a seated side bend. So really root down into the left sitting bone as you reach through the left fingertips. Gently hug your left shoulder blade towards your right so you can spin the left side of your heart open. It can be subtle. You can gaze up towards the ceiling or drop your right ear down towards your shoulder to release tension in your neck. And if you drop your ear down towards your shoulder, you can even explore here, just kind of turning the chin in a couple directions, just working out any tension. Then we'll inhale back through to center, both arms high, and then opposite side. Left arm releases, right arm reaches over. And the same thing here, we'll root down into the right sitting bone this time as we reach through the right fingertips. And then a very gentle hug of your right shoulder blade towards your left, right side of the heart opens. Gaze turns up towards the sky or ear towards the shoulder. And that exploration of the movement of the chin, the neck, the head. And all the while, let your breath be with you, nice and full and deep. Inhale back through to center, both arms high. This time as you exhale, we are going to come forward onto hands and knees, tabletop position. If you'd like, use your blanket to pad your knees. Set yourself up for cat-cow. So stacking hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, spread your fingers wide and press down into your fingertips. Inhale to drop your belly towards the earth. Lift your gaze, lift your tailbone or shoulders back. Exhale, curl and round the spine, press the earth down and away, and draw the shoulder blades apart. Again, like that. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Just move like that through a few more rounds and let it be at your own pace. Letting body and breath and even mind start to move together as one unit, and maybe even the wisdom body starts to come in and guide those movements. So does your body want any other movements? Is there like a circle through the hips, or a sway of the hips, or a roll of the head, neck, and shoulders? Just start to customize this to be yours. Feel natural. Try not to question or think too hard or analyze. Just let it happen. Trust it. Receive it. We all have that wisdom. It's just a matter of really believing that we do. Allowing those answers to come through. And that's one of the things that this yoga practice does, is it allows us not only to align all these layers of our being, but it opens us up to receive the wisdom, to receive the joy, the balance, the connection. Eventually come back through to center, your neutral tabletop position. And with your inhalation, extend your right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle down and under. Right palm faces up and lower down to rest on your left ear, left temple. You come up onto the left fingertips if that feels good. Sorry, right temple, right ear. And then left fingertips come up like a tent, or if you'd like, you can extend your left arm forward. But gently press into the back of your right hand, starting to kind of activate through that right shoulder. And almost energetically pull the right arm towards you, almost like you're plugging it into the shoulder socket. And then breathe into that sensation. And then you can bring your left hand back where it came from. If you extend it forward, press into the hand and reach your right arm to the sky. And then make a fist this time. Roll out your wrist a couple times in either direction. And then release it back down, tabletop position, and let's flow through a round of cat-cow at your own pace. And then the other side, inhale the left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread it down and under, palm facing up. It's time to the left temple, left cheek. And then you can come up onto the right fingertips, tenting the arm or the fingertips, pointing up, or extend your arm forward. Press into the back of your left hand, activating the left shoulder, and then find that very subtle energetic hug of the left arm towards the shoulder socket. And with all of that, stay with your breath and notice where your mind is on, and bring it back to this moment, back into your body. Extended the right arm forward, bring it back underneath your shoulder. Inhale the left arm high. Make your fists, roll out your wrists a couple times in either direction. And then tabletop position, hands and knees, one round of cat-cow. Good, and then from here, we're gonna extend the right leg out to the right so that your foot is sort of parallel to your left knee. Press out into the outer edge of the right heel, and then we're going to inhale and rise up, reach your arms high. As you exhale, we'll come into gate pose. So right arm releases to right leg, left arm reaches up and over. Keep pressing down into the left knee, extending through left fingertips, and the same thing we did when we were seated, a little hug of the left shoulder blade towards the right. Again, same options. You can gaze up, you can drop your ear, breathe into the left rib cage. Good, inhale back through to center. Exhale, release your hands down, bring your right knee in. This time, let's just sway the hip side to side a couple times. And then come back through to center and extend your left leg out to the left. And bringing the foot parallel to the right knee and press out into the outside edge of the left foot. Once you feel stable, rise up, reaching your arms high. And then gate pose, releasing left hand to left leg, right arm reaches up and over, finding that extension now through the right side body. A little gentle hug of the right shoulder blade towards the left. And now send breath into your left ribs, breathing in for expansion, breathing out for depth, settling, softening. Inhale back through to center, both arms high. Exhale, release your hands down, bring your left knee in. And then a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Take it at your pace. Feel free to do something different. When you feel ready, we're going to come into downward dog. So curl your toes under, lift your hips high. Take a few moments to settle in. You can pedal feet side to side. And then come into stillness in your downward facing dog pose. Spread your fingers wide, take a little bend in your knees, and press the earth down and away energetically with your palms to lift your hips even higher, lengthening through the spine and the side bodies. And keeping all of that, then start to root your heels closer towards the earth, but you might keep a little bend in your knees. Take a deep breath into that length, that space. Stay for the breath out. And then let's inhale the right leg up and back. Bend your knee and stack your right hip over your left, opening up the right hip. So heel is towards the glute, and then if you'd like, take a couple of big circles with the right knee in one direction, any direction that you go in. Trust it. And then switch that out and move in the opposite direction. Good, and then extend your right leg back and high behind you. Level out your hips, pinky toe points down. With your next exhalation, bring your knee to your nose, rounding through the spine. Press the earth down and away to create space to hug in tighter. Inhale, extend the right leg high. And exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend the right leg high. Exhale, cross the body, right knee to left elbow, little twist. Inhale, extend the right leg high. Exhale, place the right foot to meet the left, downward facing dog pose. Take a pause here in child's pose, knees to the earth, nice and wide, hips to heels, forehead to earth. Let's just take 1 or 2 rounds of breath here. We'll break for the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to downward facing dog for the other side. With an inhalation, extend your left leg up and back. Bend your knees, stack your left hip over your right. Try to keep anchoring the right hip back. And then take those big circles in one direction. Again, it can be any direction. It doesn't have to match what you did on the other side. It doesn't have to match what anybody else is doing. Just let it be what it is. And then we'll switch that out opposite way. And then eventually inhale, left leg back and high. Level out the hips, pinky toes down. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Rounding through the spine. Hug it in. Inhale, left leg back and high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, back and high. Exhale, cross the body. Left knee, right elbow, little twist. Inhale, reach it back and high. And exhale, place the left foot to meet the right. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in here. And then as you exhale, walk forward. Step to the top of your space. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Good. So step your feet nice and wide, hip width distance or wider. Bend your knees a lot, and then just relax through the head, the neck, the jaw. Shake the head yes and no if that feels good. Maybe grab for the elbows for ragdoll. Moment to release the shoulders. Let the breath wash through you. Good, and then release the elbows if you've got them. And with an inhalation, slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time, we'll rise up to stand. Lifting the head last. Yeah, you can bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, gather the palms together in front of the heart center. Samastitihi. Close down your eyes, bring the awareness inward. And just notice what's happening within, what's shifted from the start of practice. Again, there's no wrong answers. There's nothing to judge. It's just something to get curious about. And then when you're ready, blink your eyes open and reach your arms high. Inhale. As you exhale, release right arm by the right side, left arm up and over, a little side bend. Same things we've been working. Root down into the sole of your left foot, reach through the left fingertips, and then gently hug left shoulder blade towards the right. Inhale back through to center. Exhale, switch it out. Left arm releases, right arm reaches. Sole of the right foot to the earth, reach through the fingertips, hug the right shoulder blade back. Inhale back through to center, both arms high. Little softness in your knees, cactus your elbows, and lean back into the space behind you. Just a baby back bend here. Hug your navel towards your spine. Inhale to reach up tall. And exhale, this time bring hands through heart center, long spine, and fold forward, touch down. Let's inhale to a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. So hands to the shins, roll your shoulders back as you extend your heart forward. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, Tadasana, mountain pose. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, right arm down, left arm high. Inhale to the center. Exhale, switch it out. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, soften the knees, cactus the elbows, lean back. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, bow forward, hands through heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's take that one more time through. Inhale, root down, rise up, reach your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to the heart, gather it in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend towards the left and right. Inhale back through to center. And exhale, opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus the elbows, lean back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. It's time to release your hands all the way down. Step your feet back, come into a plank pose and hold. Couple rounds of breath here. You're always welcome to come to your knees for support at any time, but allow your breath to support the intensity in the body and in the mind, right? The mind starts to turn on and create stories and ask questions when it starts to be faced with intensity, right? So access the grounded energy of your breath. You've got this. With your next inhalation, rock forward onto your tiptoes. As you exhale, lower to your knees first, hug your elbows in and lower to chest and chin and all the way down to the belly. And we're going to bring our arms wide, come up onto your fingertips. Elbow tips up towards the sky. Inhale, lift your heart up for a cobra pose. Just press the tops of your feet down. And then exhale, dip your right shoulder to center, gaze over the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to center. Do that 2 more times on each side and just move with your breath, your pace. If it feels good and safe, you can close down your eyes, just feel the body and the breath and the mind and the wisdom all layering together, working together. Once you're complete with your extra 2 rounds, go ahead and come back to center first. And then exhale to lower, forehead down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll rise up first to the knees, tabletop position, and then curl your toes under and lift your hips high. Downward facing dog pose. A couple rounds of breath, clear it out. Just feel the breath washing through you. Good. With your next inhalation, extend your right leg up and back behind you for 3-legged dog. As you exhale, big step forward and through, come to a low lunge. As you inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge pose. Reach your arms up to the sky. Good. So hug your inner thighs together. Imagine there's a block in between them. So nice and strong through the low body. And then a gentle pull back of your right hip, pull forward of the left. And then start to lift through the upper body. Rib cage comes away from the hips. Let your shoulders soften from your ears. Good. Deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, release your hands to the earth and lift your left leg coming into standing splits. So try to really kick up through the left heel, really strong through that lifted leg, but level out the hips. So rotate your pinky toe down. Yes, nice adjustments. Inner thigh up. As you inhale, come to like a baby quarter lift or a halfway lift here. And then exhale, fold forward and step your left foot to meet your right, coming into a forward fold. Once again to that halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale your left leg back and high, so back to standing splits. And then exhale, big step back, come to low lunge. Good, inhale, reach your arms to the sky, crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, we're gonna spin open into warrior 2 pose. Back foot grounds down, parallel to the back of the mat. Parallel-ish, right? Toes can like angle forward a little bit. And then just start spinning out of that right knee a couple of times. Eventually coming into somewhat stillness. Let your shoulders roll back onto your back, extend through your fingertips. And then we'll flip the right palm to the sky. The body stays the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the right arm high. Left hand can rest on the left thigh, not behind the back. Wherever it feels good. Find a long line of energy from the right hip all the way up to the right fingertips. Take a deep breath into the right ribs. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, low lunge, and step back up into plank pose. Good, one full round of breath here. And then we'll inhale, rock forward onto the tiptoes. Exhale, you can use your knees if you'd like, or just lower down on one piece, hug your elbows in. Flip the tops of your feet down, inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Roll your shoulders back onto your back, hug your elbows in, neck long, gaze forward. Take another breath in here, lift a little higher, and then exhale, lengthen as you lower forehead to earth. Curl your toes under, and come up through plank pose or tabletop, you choose, press up, and then downward facing dog, lift the hips high. Good. Deep breaths. And then with your next inhalation, we'll reach the left leg up and back, left leg. Exhale, big step forward and through, come to your low lunge. When you're ready, rise up, high crescent lunge. Rights and lefts are getting me today. So same thing here, find that hug of the inner thigh as your imaginary block, and then a little tug back of the left hip, right hip forward. And then a little lift of the rib cage up and away from the hips. Let the shoulders soften away from the ears. Lift up through the gaze. Big breath in. And then exhale, release your hands to the earth. Find your standing splits. Right leg lifts high. Yeah, so again, keep them really strong through that lifted leg. So the lifted leg is almost just as strong as the standing leg. But level out the hips, pinky toes down, inner thigh up. Got it. Inhale to a little baby quarter lip, lengthen your spine forward. And exhale, bow forward, kick a little higher. Breath in. Exhale, go ahead and release the foot to meet the other foot, the left foot. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Now this time, set up your feet for chair pose, Utkatasana. So feet can be hip width distance or big toes to touch with a little space between the heels. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Yeah, so see if you can rotate your weight back into your heels such that your toes can lift. And keeping that, sit your hips a little deeper, reach your heart a little higher. Take another inhalation here. And exhale, airplane your arms back behind you. Rotate the shoulders back, reach back through your fingers. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, airplane them back. Once more, inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale to stand, Tadasana. Exhale, let's take that baby back bend, cactus the elbows. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward, back into your forward fold. Good. Now inhale, extend your right leg up and back behind you, back to your standing splits. And then we'll take a big step back, come to your low lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge pose. And then transition warrior two, spin open. Take your time getting your footing. So a little bit of a wider stance in warrior two. Bend deeply in your left knee. You can surf in and out a couple times again. Settle in on this side. So it's different. Similar. And then flip your left palm to the sky, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Stay deep in the lunge of the left knee. Track it open towards the pinky toe. And now this line of energy is from the left hip to the left fingertips. Big breath into the left rib cage. And then exhale, release your hands to the earth. Low lunge, step back, plank pose. Inhale, glide forward onto the tiptoes. And exhale, slowly, slowly lower all the way to your belly. This time, reach your arms back behind you and interlace your fingers at your low back. Hug the heels of your palms together. And inhale, lift the chest first for half locust pose. Press down into the tops of your feet. Bring a little micro bend into your elbows, and lengthen through the back of your neck, gaze forward. You can stay here, or with your next inhalation, lift your feet for a full locust. Yeah, and if it's too much on your back, widen your feet and play with it, right? Tap into your intuition, see what feels best for your unique body. The body you showed up with today, a little different than the body from yesterday, definitely different from the body 10 years ago. Another inhalation, lift up a little higher, and exhale, lower down. Hands underneath the shoulders, make your way to downward facing dog. You can come through plank or table or even child's pose. Go ahead, enjoy a couple rounds of breath here. With your next inhalation, extend your right leg up and back behind you. Exhale, step forward and through, come to low lunge. Inhale, rise, open, warrior two pose. So back foot grounds down. Now this time we'll extend forward for side angle pose. So reach forward through the right arm, and then forearm to thigh, or fingertips towards the earth, or a block. Left arm can reach straight up towards the ceiling, or yeah, you can reach towards the front of the room with your bicep by your ear. And then see if you can tuck your right sitting bone underneath you as you spin the left side of your heart open. So there's a spiral of energy from the head to the heart. Keep grounding into the outside edge of your left foot. Breathe really deeply, even here. A little awkward, right? Good, and then from here, we're gonna reach forward, and down. Take a big circle with the left arm. Another like that. Maybe you can raise your fingertips to the earth. Inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, we're gonna spin into a wide-legged forward fold. So just spin the front foot so your feet are closer to parallel, a little bit into toe maybe. Yeah, nice and wide. Widen your stance. And then rise up to a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. And then start to walk your hands forward. So almost like a wide-legged downward facing dog. And as you walk your way through, yeah, your hands and your way forward, see if you can kind of spill your weight into your hands to use that to press your hips back. And then relax the head, relax the jaw. Breathe into the sides of your body. Start to walk your hands back towards you. Stay in your forward fold, but bring your hands to your hips. And then hug your elbows together, squeezing them together, and slowly rise up to stand. Extend your arms up for star pose. We're gonna flip the feet so toes are pointing out, heels in. And then we're gonna bring hands to heart center and set up your feet for triangle pose. So almost like warrior 2 feet. Except the front leg is straight, arms can extend out wide. A little soft bend in your right knee. Inhale, reach forward, just to the point where you want to tip over, and then release the right arm, extend the left arm up to the sky. So right hand can rest on the shin and on the block, maybe to the mat, but don't worry about how far down you reach. Think about lengthening through both of your side bodies and breathing space into your right side. Yeah, and then the same movement here we did in side angle pose. Tuck your right sitting bone under and peel the left side of your heart open, but it's a little more subtle here. Yeah, and notice your breathing. Good, now you can stay here, or start to bend into your front knee, and we're gonna take this into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So you'll just start to bring your right fingertips to the earth, or a block is really nice here. And then the left leg will start to lift. Left fingertips are up towards the sky. Yeah, left hand can support the left hip as you come up. for stability. And then eventually left fingertips extend high. And then just like in the standing splits, power up that lifted leg. Let it be your support. So flex the foot, kick up through the heel. Take one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, bend your front knee. Take a big step back, landing in warrior two. Good. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, release your hands down to the earth. Low lunge, and then step back like those. Yeah, really nice like that. Strong practice. Inhale, glide forward onto your tiptoes. Exhale, this time you choose lower to your belly, or you can take it halfway, chaturanga, knees and come down. Inhale for upward facing downward cobra. Heart shines forward. Exhale for downward facing dog. Lift your hips back. Breathe in and out. Almost there, my friends. Doing great. Good. Really nice. Inhale, extend your left leg up and back behind you. Exhale, big step forward and through, low lunge. Inhale, rise, open warrior two first. Back foot ground down. And then we'll exhale to start to reach forward for that side angle pose. So forearm can come to the thigh, fingertips to the earth for a lock. Right arm up towards the ceiling, or vice versa the ears, reach towards the front of the room. It's time to tuck your left sitting bone underneath you. Spin the right side of your heart open. And all the while, hug your navel into your spine. Yeah, little tiny tuck of the chin towards your chest. And breathe into spaciousness, right? So that means anywhere that doesn't feel space, breathe into those areas. Start to take those circles with the right arm. Start to reach forward, 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 down, maybe raise the earth. Inhale up. Exhale forward and down. Once more, inhale up. And this time we'll spin into our wide-legged forward fold. So rotate the feet. And then inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And now this time, we're going to take our hands in the opposite direction. So before we extended them out, now we're going to turn them away from us and crawl them underneath and away, as far as you can reach. And then you can kind of grab onto the floor or the mat and just energetically pull it towards you so that your elbows bend, and then the crown of your head will descend towards the earth. This time we're going to rock the weight more forward into the balls of the feet rather than the heels. And bring your awareness into your body, into your breath, into your mind, especially here. I like to take a visualization of anything that's just weighing on my mind or getting in the way of me being present here, just dripping off the crown of my head, dissolving into the earth, and giving me clarity, giving me access to those truer, deeper layers of my being. And inhale, walk your hands forward into a halfway lift eventually. And then stay in your forward fold, but bring your hands to your hips. Hug your elbows together, and slowly with your next inhalation, rise up to stand. Good. Keep hugging elbows together. Reach your arms to the sky, star pose, toes out, heels in. And then hands to the heart. We'll just reset up the feet through triangle pose. So left toes point forward, back foot is parallel-ish to the back of your mat. Extend your arms wide. Little soft micro bend in your front knee. Inhale to reach, reach, reach. And then exhale to hinge. Release the left arm, right arm reaches the right hand. This might look and feel totally different than the other side of the body. It's normal, it's standard. What it is. Very gentle soft left hip on your right side of the heart open. Lengthen through the left side body just as much as the right. And then you have the option to stay here, or you can start to bend into your right left knee. Bring your left fingertips forward for balance to the earth or to a block, and then start to lift the right leg for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Again, the hand can be on the hip for stability, or you can lift it up. And then gaze to go wherever it feels most stable here. So I like to gaze that towards the earth. You can also gaze in front of you or up towards the sky. But really power up that lifted leg, flex the foot, lift it. Take another breath in. And then exhale with control, step all the way back, landing in a warrior two. Good, inhale to reach up and back. First warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, low lunge, and then step back, plank pose. Inhale, glide forward onto the tiptoes. Exhale, your vinyasa, lower to your belly or halfway chaturanga or anything else. Inhale, upward facing dog, cobra, any back bend of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. Beautiful work, my friends, really nice. When you're ready, child's pose. Soften your knees. You can take either variation, knees wide, arms out, or knees narrow, arms back behind. Embryo. Again, let the breath wash through the body, clearing any stuckness, any stagnation. And all of the thoughts, all of the different places that your mind has traveled, just settle and bring your awareness back here to this moment, here and now. And then when you feel ready, rise up and we'll just come to a seat from here. So legs can extend out in front of you. And then if you'd like, sit on the edge of a blanket. We'll do some forward folding and side bending. And so we'll bring the feet wide. And then bend the left knee. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh. Flex your right foot back towards you and just angle your torso towards the right leg. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, start to fold forward. You can have hands on either side of the right foot, or you can grab for the foot if that's available. Or if you'd like to come into a little bit more of a twist, it's kind of nice here to grab for the outside edge of the foot or the calf and just kind of turn here. The left hand can assist with that as well, just kind of tenting up under the fingertips again and just feeling that as leverage to turn. But wherever you've gone, let there be length in your spine. Right? So it's not about curving and rounding to get deep. It's about bending from the hip joints and keeping the spine long. And then just feel the breath starting to smooth and soften and settle. Gently unwind, come back to the center, and then we'll switch out the legs. Flex your left toes back towards you, angle your torso towards the left leg. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, bow forward. Again, you have that option to stay more centered or take it into more of a twist into Janu Shirshasana. So right hand to the outside of left foot or calf, and then tenting up onto the left fingertips to find that twist a little deeper. And then start to soften, or rather lengthen your exhalations. So signaling to the mind and the body through the breath that it's safe to start to relax, that we're winding down. So just another of the many ways that we're so intertwined and interconnected. Gently unwind to center, both legs wide. If you're on the blanket, come right near the edge so your pelvis tilts forward. And then flex your feet back towards you. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, bow forward, hinging at the hips. Hands can release to the earth or to blocks. You can come down to forearms if that's available. And then I like to just kind of energetically grab the floor in front of me or the mat and pull it towards me. So you come down a little deeper, right, you'll notice, but your shoulders are still plugging back and the spine is not rounding. Gently rise up. Bring your hands to the undersides of your knees and glide your legs towards each other, knees bent. And then we're going to take the feet to about mat width distance, hands back behind. Just gently sway your knees side to side. A few times in either direction. Pace that feels good for you. And then eventually extend your legs long, put your blanket to the side and lower down to your back. Just make sure you have a block within your reach. Alright, so once you arrive onto your back, bend your knees and bring your heels in front of your sitting bones, setting up for a bridge pose. Rest your hands next to your sides to start, palms facing down. They might raise your heels. And then tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Sort of open up the heart a little bit more. And then as you inhale, we'll come into bridge pose. You can stay here with the hands pressing down, or you can grab for the outer edges of your mat and sort of pull it down. Or interlace your fingers underneath your low back, and then really roll the shoulders and the shoulder blades underneath you as you press the fist down towards the earth. And as you lift the hips, try to take some of the work out of the glutes and press your heels and your shins forward to take the work into your thighs. Press the back of your head to the earth, reaching chin away from chest, but chest is chasing chin. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, slowly release, hips all the way down towards the earth. Just let the knees knock together. Rest one of your hands to your heart, the other to your belly. And just, again, bring your awareness inward. What is your body telling you now? What is your breath telling you? Mind says a lot of things, but can you tap into that deeper sense of wisdom, that deeper intuition, that inner knowing, right? It's so easy to miss it or even to ignore it and not trust it. I know I'm guilty of that. To question things, to overanalyze, to intellectualize. What would it be like if we just trusted that we do have that wisdom within? There is inner guidance, there is divine within all of us, guiding our path, protecting us from the things that aren't serving our highest good. And then hands by your sides once again. Set up for bridge pose, but this time you have the option to take a supported bridge pose. So have your block nearby. We'll inhale to lift the hips. You can stay in a regular bridge pose or even go into wheel if you have it, or just slide the block underneath your sacrum, the low back, and just rest your hips all the way down onto that. Hands can rest by the sides, palms facing down. And then you can keep your knees bent as they are, or you can explore extending your legs out in front of you. Just be mindful of the low back. Another nice option here is to bend the knees and lift the legs. Supported legs up the wall or shoulder stand variation. To a different variation. Let's meet back in a supported bridge. And when you're ready, lift your hips up off the block, slide it to the side, lower your hips all the way down. And this time, Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together to touch, knees open wide. Yeah, hands to the belly and the heart. Once again, the opposite way this time. bring your hands to your outer thighs, hug your knees together, or thighs together, then knees into chest, and circle out your knees a couple times in either direction. And then happy baby pose. Grab for the outside edges of your feet, your calves, your thighs, whatever's available, and take any final little movements you need here. Maybe it's a little sway or an extension of one leg at a time. Maybe it's stillness. Trust it. And then once you feel complete and ready, start to make your way into your final Shavasana, your final rest. Support yourself with the props as you need. So a folded blanket over the belly is nice, just to ground the energy. Yeah, Arkansas, but if it's chilly, you can cover the body. And then just allow your body to fully melt into the earth. Take an exhale breath, emptying to the very bottom. And then one more big breath in together. Fill all the way up to the very top. Exhale, let it go. Just allow your breath to be natural, releasing any control over your breathing. Just allowing the body to breathe itself. Allowing the mind to do whatever it wants to do at this point. And just letting the wisdom Vijnana Maya Kosha be the witness, the watcher.
Can you let go? Feel it in your soul. We are free. You are free. Love is free. God is free. Can you let go? Feel it in your soul. We are free. You are free. Love is free. God is free. Can you let go? Feel it in your soul.
Softly and gently start to invite in a deeper breath. Reawakening all of the layers of your being, the physical body, the energy body, you the wisdom. Bring some gentle movements into the fingers, the toes, the wrists, and the ankles. If you'd like, take a full body stretch, reach your arms up and overhead. And then gather your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze and a thank you for showing up to do this work. Roll to either side, right or left, fetal position. Final moment to pause. And this symbol of beginning again, fresh and new, as this new version of ourselves. And gently rise up, come to a comfortable seat. And seal up our practice as we began with a breath and an om. Sit nice and tall, fold your palms together in front of your heart. Exhale the breath, empty to the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. And breath in for om. Bow your head sweetly towards your hands, bowing to yourself, to each other, and acknowledging your work. The light and the teacher within me honors and bows to that same light and teacher within each one of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you're welcome. So we have one more layer of the koshas. It's the Anandamaya kosha, which is the bliss body. I will be gone the next 2 weeks, so you'll have to come back in late July to learn about that. Lisa Tice will be subbing for me, so I hope to see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you. Have a great night. All good.
So it's a cliffhanger?
Yes, that's right. How I get you coming back.
I didn't want to do that just so quickly. Let's save the bliss for us. Great. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Of course.
And remind me your name again?
I'm Sarah.
Sarah, okay. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
My weeks are not consistent, so I just come when I can.
Yeah, okay, well, that's
But I was
fair.
here when you did the first one.
Oh, okay, perfect. You're catching
So
the
maybe
winds
I'll
of
be back in a
the
couple weeks to get the book in.
wind. Yeah, there you go. You're always here when you need to be.
Are you one of our new teachers here?
Well, I started teaching at Karma in January.
Okay, so
Yeah.
right before they moved.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Have you been coming here for a while?
I've been going to Katrina since she was our very first student.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Alina Franklin.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was like her and Lisa.
Mhm.
Seems like most people, now there's a lot that, you know, like have stayed and been around.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to teach at like Samadhi and Kindness before the pandemic. I used to
Okay,
teach
cool.
a lot more. And then I took a long break and then I finally kind of got back into it. And I also have another job. Well, not at the moment actually, but I usually do. So yeah, I just teach the one class, but I'm actually in between jobs now, so I might be picking up more classes, hopefully.
I just love how many more classes they have.
Oh, yeah, that's
I moved
nice.
down to Austin, Texas for like 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Slowly.
Oh, really? Oh. It's a special place
It really is.
in all the iterations, and you've seen it through.
Yes.
I never get to the.
I mean, it was like so sad when they left the first location. They were leaving the second one.
Yeah.